This is it. It is that time of the year when we have the best of Apple and best of Samsung on our hands. The brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max with its Apple 18 Pro chip is finally here to take on the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy chip. We'll be testing out everything, and I mean everything from apps opening to RAM management to animations to even AI performance, benchmarks, gaming, rendering, and much more. So sit back, relax, we'll kick things off right after this. The best power bank just got even better. The Ugreen Nexode 130 watt and 100 watt power banks are here, which can fast charge multiple devices effortlessly without breaking a sweat. For example, you can fast charge an iPhone 15 to 50% in just 30 minutes, and similarly, you can fast charge a MacBook Pro 16-inch to about 43% in just 30 minutes, which is amazing. What makes these power banks special is that they have an integrated display that shows precise real-time information on remaining battery capacity as well as power output. We get two fast charging USB-C and one USB-A port on the 130 watt model, while the 100 watt model offers one USB-C and USB-A port. Depending on your preference, you have full flexibility. These power banks offer very sleek, compact design that is easy to carry around. They're durable and airline certified, so you can bring this power with you anywhere you go. So don't miss out on these amazing power banks. Ugreen is always offering some discounts, so click the link in the description and check it out. Alrighty, we're gonna kick things off by booting up both phones at the same time. iPhone 16 Pro Max on the left, Galaxy S24 Ultra on the right. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1, boom. So I've got iOS 18 on the iPhone 16 Pro Max versus One UI 6.1.1 based on Android 14 on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. So let's see. Okay. And wow. Okay, so seems like the S24 Ultra was just a little bit faster there, but I think by the time it got ready for the lock screen, the iPhone was able to catch up. Wow, that was actually really close, but I'm gonna let you guys decide who won the boot up test. Let me know in the comments below. Before we open some applications, let's have a quick warm up with the Geekbench 6 benchmark test. So this is gonna be purely CPU based. Let's go ahead and see what kind of number difference we have between the new 18 Pro and the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. So iPhone is already done while the S24 Ultra is still at 96%, and now both phones are done, and look at that difference. Apple has managed to successfully extend their lead over the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 with a whopping 8,000 multi-core score with 3,312 single-core score, so there's definitely a decent bit of difference right now. 18 Pro is for sure ahead of 8 Gen 3 when it comes to benchmark numbers are concerned. But let's see if that actually translates into real-life performance or not. So let's begin with the apps, starting with the system-based stuff just to check out the animations. We've got Phone Dialer. You can see really smooth. Just check out that exit animation smoothness on both phones. We've got one more system app with Settings, looking really smooth on both phones. Once again, super butter animation. But let's see if we see the same result with the third-party applications or not. First on the list, we have Spotify. That is really close call there. Let's see if we scroll, will there be a lag or not? So here we go. Okay, that looks better on the S24 Ultra, if I'm not wrong. I mean, not only I can scroll more, iPhone had a little bit of stutter, if I'm not wrong. Again, you guys are the judge here, but from my understanding, S24 Ultra had a better scrolling performance. Even now, I feel like the iPhone is having a little bit of stutter. I think the S24 Ultra takes this one. Let's exit at the same time. Very smooth. Let's jump into Cora. And that is slightly faster on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Let's scroll. Looking very smooth on both phones. Next we got Subway Surfers. And that is about the same on both devices. Epic performance. Jumping into YouTube. And that is a little bit faster on the S24 Ultra. Let's check out YouTube short speed. Looking pretty good. Next we got Reddit. And that is, I believe, a little bit faster on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Let's scroll. Looking very smooth on both phones. I just like how the Galaxy S24 Ultra can scroll quite a bit more while the iPhone has a little less scroll. I think that's just down to optimization. Let's exit at the same time. Looking very good on both phones. Next up, we've got Asphalt 9. This is now called Asphalt Legends Unite. Let's see. Okay, the iPhone is clearly very fast there with the loading times. But let's see if the iPhone can beat the S24 Ultra when it comes to the in-game loading time. So, and boom, play. Here we go. So, yes, once again, the iPhone 16 Pro Max faster there with the loading times. And by the way, the game is looking incredible on both phones. It is running at the absolute ultra graphics, full 60 frames per second. Let me just quickly see some in-game performance. So let's drift. Yeah, looking really good on both phones. One of my favorite games of all time when it comes to smartphone gaming is concerned. Let's try and exit at the same time on both phones. Wow, that was very smooth. It's really nice to see Samsung now on par with iOS when it comes to animations are concerned. So if we exit, you can see that's just beautiful on both devices. Next up, we have TikTok. And that is a little bit quicker on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Next up, we've got ChatGPT. That loaded up pretty quick on both phones. Let's give a random prompt on both phones. Write me a sad poem about the Acropolis of Athens. Let's see at the same time. Boom. You can see that is looking pretty good. Very quick on both devices. No lag there. Of course, the answers are different, but you can see that was very fast on both phones. Generate an image of a white snake inside a train in sky. Let's see which one does this one faster. Image generation, both phones are loading, and seems like the Galaxy S24, no, actually iPhone is quicker with the image generation, followed by the Galaxy S24 Ultra, and I think I've got my image creation limit message there popped up, but you can see the iPhone was definitely a little bit quicker there. Let's open up the image result. You can see in terms of which one did better. I think I definitely like the image on the iPhone. Looks a bit more realistic, but yeah, that's just AI doing random job. This could have gone either way, but yeah, iPhone did the image generation faster compared to the S24 Ultra. Now I'm gonna exit at the same time. Again, the animations are just really smooth on both devices. Next up, we've got Instagram. And that is very quick on both phones. And I think they're playing it similarly, like there's no difference at all. I'm gonna load up my profile. That was faster on the S24 Ultra. Let's go back, do a bit of scroll. So that is looking smooth on both devices. Now let's go ahead and launch the Insta camera on both phones at the same time. Let's go. That was definitely faster on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Let's try it again. Yep, every time iPhone is faster there. Now lastly, we've got PUBG Mobile on both phones. This is again a classic. As you can see, the iPhone 16 Pro Max definitely quicker with the loading time there compared to the S24 Ultra. Now let's go ahead and check out some in-game performance on both phones at the highest setting with extreme frame rate, extreme HDR settings turned on. Galaxy S24 Ultra a little bit quicker there with the loading time. Let's see. That is looking really smooth, really good, and really sharp on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. And same thing with the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Of course, the difference here you can see is that we've got a dynamic island on the iPhone, which I'm not a huge fan of in terms of just the visual look. I definitely do prefer the hole punch when it comes to, you know, media and gaming. It's just a lot cleaner look. But the iPhone does have slimmer bezels overall, so I don't know, you know, it's yeah, it's a hate-love relationship situation with this design. But look at that camera. That is absolutely beautiful on both devices. Now let's go ahead and do some video rendering with Adobe Rush application. So this is the editor of choice. We're going to be making a new media file with this Sony a7S III footage that I shot just today. So okay, that actually loaded up faster on the S24 Ultra. But let's go ahead and see the timeline playback performance on both phones. You can see both are doing pretty good job. Let's go ahead and apply some color LUTs on this video file. So just gonna use this setting, and also a quick graphic text edit at the end of the clip. Let's go ahead and render this clip in the highest setting possible, which is 4K. So we're gonna hit export at the same time, and you can see it is in 4K, but iPhone is clearly ahead. They're both doing quite a heavy stuff here. 60 FPS, high quality stereo. Oh, look at that. A18 Pro is really pushing ahead with a massive gap, almost 20%, while Galaxy S24 Ultra is at 5%. Yeah, it is a high-end clip, but you can see the power of A18 Pro definitely pushing really hard, and you can see it is much faster than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. So the iPhone is almost close to getting done with this clip. We are at 95% and it is done. Samsung is still taking quite the long time. Finally, it is now done. Wow, that was an extra 20 minutes time there. Let's go ahead and exit at the same time and finally do the RAM management test. So Galaxy S24 Ultra took quite a bit of time there. iPhone was waiting, so that was kind of like a standby test there. Let's see if the apps are still open in the memory or not. We had Geekbench 6 as our first application, launching in 3, 2, 1 on both phones. And seems like that might be a refresh on the S24 Ultra. I think, yeah, iPhone is still loading up its score page. So I think Galaxy S24 Ultra has refreshed this particular app. Let's load up phone dialer. I think that's still there on both phones. Settings, still there. Spotify. I think there was an in-app refresh on the S24 Ultra, but we'll double confirm with other applications. So Quora, still there on the iPhone, and still there on the S24 Ultra. Subway Surfers, still there on both devices. We're jumping back to YouTube, still there. Reddit, Asphalt Unite, that's also still there in the memory. TikTok, ChatGPT, that is, I think that got refreshed on the S24 Ultra. iPhone is still keeping that old chat opened up. Jumping back to Instagram, PUBG Mobile, that's still there. Premiere Rush, and we are back to Geekbench 6 once again. So seems like iPhone did a little bit better compared to Samsung when it comes to RAM management is concerned, and I think that's probably because of the heavy rendering that we were doing that the S24 Ultra kind of struggled with. That Sony a7S III clip was a pretty heavy clip to render. iPhone definitely showed off its muscles. The CPU optimization when it comes to video rendering is concerned, this is definitely a beast of a chip. Of course, things will get next level once we have Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 more next year with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. But overall, Galaxy S24 Ultra has been a very good competitor to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It came in the beginning of the year. It's still doing really well with pretty much neck and neck performance with the latest chip from Apple. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you team Apple or team Samsung? And yeah, if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe. With that being said, I'll catch you guys later in the next one. Peace out.